Monsters aren't real. Or are they? Now, some people believe that monsters exist, and anyone who knows me knows that I'm fascinated by the unknown. Do I believe monsters and ghosts and all that stuff? I don't really know. I want to, but I'm not convinced I'm smart enough to make that kind of decision on my own without seeing all the evidence firsthand. Most monsters out there in the world, or stories of monsters out there, are quite old. The chupacabras, the Bigfoots, the Loch Ness monsters, all these tales have existed for a very, very long time. But some aren't that old. Some aren't people who necessarily have a misunderstanding the world around them and didn't have proper educations like they did hundreds of years ago. Today, I'll be taking a look at what people call the lizard man of Scape or Swamp, or alternatively, the lizard man of Lee County, or aka the Bishopville lizard man. So, this creature was first sighted back in 1988, which is very modern for a new monster sighting, by a young man named Christopher Davis. Christopher Davis claimed that his car was damaged by a creature that was green, wet-like, 7 feet tall with 3 fingers, red eyes, skin like a lizard, and snake-like scales on his drive home from a fast food restaurant he worked at. On his drive home, his tire popped, and as you do, he hops out to change the tire. Once he's gotten the tire on, the monster, or something, takes this opportunity to spring on him. A giant creature walked out towards him. So he rushed to his car, gets in the car, and begins to drive. The monster is quick enough to climb on top of his car, so Christopher slams on his brakes and causes the creature to roll off his car, and Christopher managed to get away. Chris later on drew a picture of what he claimed the creature looked like, which is on screen. This was the first sighting of the creature, and Chris was unfortunately shot and killed close to 10 years ago. What remains is his impact on the town that completely changed it. And even today, the town is still selling merchandise based off the creature. So 1 year after Chris's sighting, a local radio station even offered a $1 million bounty for the creature. It should be no surprise that nobody ever claimed this bounty. During the same year, an individual named Kenneth Orr claimed to have shot the lizard man and offered scales and blood as proof. This was proven to be a hoax, and Kenneth claimed that he was just trying to keep the legend alive, and he was promptly charged with carrying a handgun without a license and wasting police time. But throughout those following decades, many more claimed to have seen the monsters, and the local sheriffs and police investigated and kept receiving reports, just with nothing with substantial evidence. But then we come to 2008, when CNN reports on a story from Bishopville, who claimed that their car was attacked by the creature and had blood to prove it. Upon testing, the blood turned out to be a dog of some kind, and not a lizard man. But more recently, in 2015, a local television studio released photos from some unidentified individuals that potentially contain the lizard man, which you should be seeing those on screen, and I took the liberty of outlining the creature and drawing facial features to try and help make these mediocre quality photos a bit more clear, and help you kind of distinguish and make your own conclusion. Are these actually the lizard man? Or are these just another hoax, trying to keep local business alive? Maybe the lizard man doesn't live in the swamps anymore, and instead is currently sitting in a politician's office somewhere. That was a joke. Lizard men can't run for office. I know that. The truth is, we don't know. But if the lizard man is out there, maybe someday we'll find out the truth. This has been Jordan Probably. This has just been a quick rundown of the history of the Bishopville lizard man. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It would help out my channel a lot. And if you're new here, I do a large variety of content. I have some drama. I have things where I talk about video games. I have things where I play video games. So please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.